Sure, abuti honestly.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. Good morning, honorable members, all protocol observed. Chairperson, can I start with the question which was talking about the papers, the court papers that were served to the council on the 10th of September while we were in council. Indeed, there was court papers that were served by sheriff of the court for all of us council. We were asking to be explained what happened with those court papers, and then the legal department explained to us to say they will handle the matter. The very same day, there was a letter that was written by the secretary of a union called SAMU, where it says all the SAMU members must be at TNSN, all unit, for the reason being the council that sits where the sheriff of court served the papers, and therefore they must be in defense of the CFO. I do have that letter, Chairperson. That's where the unrest started to broke in the municipality. It started in the 11th of September until the 18th of October. And those people who were on strike, they were on strike being paid. The municipal manager issued a notice to confirm, because they were even threatening the community to close the plant for the community not to get water. I was called, the strike is illegal. But those people were paid for that 2 months. And they were fed from all various towns of Masilonyana, from Winnie Mandela, Frikerde and Winbeck to TNSN, to Converge and TNSN. And they were fed, they were bought even food as well as liquor. The issue was to say the mayor must not enter into the premises of the municipality. Then what happened, the strike lasted for almost 2 months, and then it happened that the council, with the second letter that was written by the MEC, Kokta Tate Mufokeng, he wrote the letter to say, the municipality, you failed to execute what I've been asking you to do. In that council, before that council, I sent the letter to the speaker to call the council, and I request the speaker to call a virtual council because of the situation. But the council, subsequent to that, it became physical. I get a threat by some members. They were calling each other. There were voice notes that were sent to me to say if I can go there, they will deal with me. I said to MM, can you please arrange for me to join the meeting virtually? Since I was waiting for the login detail from the when I called the secretary of council to say what is happening, then he said the council denied me to enter into that meeting. They appointed the acting speaker. After appointing the acting speaker, the letter of the MEC was read. The council took a decision to say all the whips, MEC, as I indicated yesterday, the MEC was not around due to the date that the council have said. Later on, the other councillor in the council asked the what happened with the meeting, with the resolution of the council, and then the responded to say, I responded to the MEC myself through the HOD, because MEC was not around. Chairperson, quickly what I can say, what is happening in the institution. The situation became worse after those strike of the employees. The cars were bought on the auction by municipal manager without notifying anyone in the council. And then my question was to say to the MM, because we only saw those cars after it was 5 bakkies. I said, MM, what was the agency of deviating? And then have you reported this to the council? You have, it's almost 4 months, those vehicles being bought from auction, but they never being brought to the attention of council. It's when the MM brought the deviation to the council, as well as the opening of the new bank that he opened on a deviation. And then that, subsequent to that, I wrote a letter to MM to say, that was on the 5th of August, to say, MM, are we ready to submit the annual financial statement as a municipality? And then the MM started to say, to list some issues, to say the municipality was transacting outside the system. They were trying to look around the invoice of the previous years. But I said, for now it's 23 and 22. 22, 23, we have worked so hard closely with the office of the AG to make sure that whatever we have, we submit to the AG. But then MM said, no, we have to take all the invoice, put it in the system that were transacted outside the system. At the end, MM concluded to say, as a mayor, as a I'm aware that you were now, even now, the CFO is still transacting outside the system, and that's what the part of the charges of the CFO where he come from in Mafube. The issue of the bank, the bank that was open is one another charge of the CFO in Mafube, and the MM was also testifying on behalf of the CFO in that municipality of Mafube. There was an issue raised again by union. I wrote the letter again to MM to say, MM, I said to you, go and check the vacancies that we have in the municipality, people who are deceased, people who are retrenched, so that we fill those for issues of service delivery. That letter leaked to the union, whereby it was entertained by some to say, I deny people to be appointed. Chairperson, you will take note that in the municipality, on a monthly basis, the collection is below 2 million. And the salary bill is about 11 million. Before these 137 employees that were being absorbed, they were being absorbed without my knowledge as a mayor. I said, MM, where are we going to pay this? How are we going to pay these people? Because now we are struggling even to collect. And then it was a matter that became to council, whereby the council became divided, a chairperson on that matter, whereby at the end I was looked at as if I'm a problem. The MM do make the appointment without consulting, without saying anything to me. There are appointments that were being done by MM. There's this appointment of the guy called Tumelo Letlojane. He was only appointed, there's a service provider appointed to do the AFS by the municipality. This guy is being, he was, when I check, investigate, he was a CFO in Petrol Municipality. And he was also charged. He was a CFO in Petrol Municipality, was also charged in that municipality. He was appointed without our knowledge as council. Secondly, there was the other service provider who was appointed to do the SDB for the municipality without our knowledge. The CFO yesterday said there were no fleet in the municipality. Chairperson, I must safely say, last year, 2024 February, there was an attachment of municipal vehicles by the service provider called HP Peletona. The make arrangement of payment with the service provider. Instead of those vehicles be returned back to the municipality, they were never being returned back. They failed to honor the arrangement that they did with the service provider. At the end, that service provider go to attach the bank of the municipality. This vehicle, it was a grader, a mobile toilet, 2 bakkies, 2 tipper trucks. Yeah, and 2 tipper trucks. They were being sold because they were there when they have to go and fetch them. For the storage, it was something like, the storage was something like 1.6 million. That's supposed to be paid. Those vehicles was being sold, and when I asked, where are those vehicles? I was told that those vehicles are still there. Chairperson, the last one, it was the issue of, since then, the I have to request the reports from him. The section 71 report, section 52, I will only show them on my table. At no stage whereby the will come to say, Mayor, can we discuss on this? Every time when I go to the meetings, I met the report in the meetings. The issue of the Hawks and the SIU, the proclamation was done before the arrived in the municipality. It's by me who took that, when I charged the former it's by me who took all the report to the SIU and the Hawks. And there are many cases, it's not only that one. The worst part of it, Chairperson, the DC board, when after deciding about charging the other acting municipal manager, who was a technical director, the DC board with its recommendation, the council give the the powers to say, go and implement all of those people who appear in the report of the DC board. It was at the end of September 2023. It was me who always ran after the how far are we with this, with the report? Instead, the appoint 2 service providers, not 2 service providers, 2 legal opinions. In the council, I was attacked when I asked who asked the to go and solicit 2 opinions. The first opinion was from Moroka attorney, whereby it was on the issue of the CFO, whereby it was said, if the municipality, the CFO has pursued the case at labor court, and we have never saw any paper that says the CFO is pursuing the matter on labor court. It was only a verbal information to us as council. Then I said, I asked the to say, now that the labor court, there's no anything with the labor court. We have never requested the opinion. The first opinion of Moroga attorney, it was saying, now that the CFO has pursued the matter to labor court, as a council, you'll have to wait for the decision of labor court. Secondly, you will have to wait for the decision of the MEC, because there was that technical meeting that was speaking about yesterday. Thirdly, the municipality has to approach the court for declaratory order. Now the council, the council was very mum on that. The second one, it was the second opinion, it was the opinion that was questioning the pieces of legislation that was quoted by the MEC, the letter that is being wrote to the MEC. Now, Chairperson, the last one, it was this one of this the acting MM who was charged, who was a technical director, a person who appoint a person today, and the person give her a invoice without even accepting a appointment. It was on Friday, Monday, the 1.7 million is being paid to that person's account. While we were busy to say proceed with to charge this person, that person was appointed in Ditlabeng while he was on the suspension in the municipality. So that's the situation that we are sitting on. I was all over in the media. I was being questioned day in, day out by the media to say I've been charged the amount of 141 million, of which I still need a proof of it today. That's all I can say, Chairperson.
Thank you very much. CFO, just so for my recollection, when were you appointed in the municipality?
I was appointed on the 3rd of, I think on the 15th of December 2023, if I'm not mistaken. But I resumed my duties on the 3rd of January 2024.
Just give me the years when you were in Mafube, when did you start in Mafube?
Mafube, I think I started on the 1st of March 2020, and my contract was terminated, I think, if I'm not mistaken, in April 2022.
Okay. And what was your duty there? What was your responsibility there?
I was a CFO chairperson.
Okay, you're CFO?
Yes.
Okay. And before that, where were you?
I was at Municipal local municipality.
Municipal?
Yes.
Okay. How long were you there?
Municipal, I think I was there for a period of 11 years. However, I started at Municipal as manager internal audit for a period of 5 years.
Just give me the last day in Municipal.
The last day was in February 2020, before I moved to Mafube.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're CFO in Mafube when you left. Sorry, in Municipal when you left, you were CFO?
Yeah, I was acting CFO in Municipal, yes.
Acting?
Yes.
Okay, no thanks. No, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And MM, so can you just check again, when did you come to Masilonyana?
Thank you, Chair. I came to Masilonyana on the 1st of September 2023.
2023. Okay, and which years were you in Mafube?
I was in Mafube February 2017 for a period of a year as an administrator on behalf of provincial government, and then thereafter from the 1st of January, though I started on the 2nd, 2018 till 20th February or the end of February 2020 as the municipal manager.
You're municipal manager in Mafube from 2018 till 20? 2020?
2020, chairperson, February, yeah.
2020?
That's correct.
Okay, and between 2020 and 2023, where were you? You say you started in September 2023, you ended in Mafube 2020, and in between?
And then when I applied for the position of municipal manager in Masilonyana, I was coming from Northwest. I was the EXCO rep, and then I was based at Municipality.
What's ex-corp? What's ex-corp?
It's an administrator, then who reports to the provincial executive.
Okay. All right. No, thank you very much. Let me just go through the members now. There were questions that were asked when we were getting towards the end of the day. Let me just check if those have been responded to. Let's start with yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. No, there's four questions that have not, or three parts of the question that have not been answered. The one was the water, the amount of sewage effluent running into the Winburg Dam, and the extractoration.
And the question about it.
The question was, what is the progress on that report? Are they aware of it? According to the South African Human Rights Commission, they had to table a plan, a turnaround plan, and it was supposed to be implemented by now. It has not been addressed. And then has the water, the same with the water to supply to Brandfort, Tennyson, and Winnie Mandela, about the pumps that have been stolen. They were supposed to resolve that problem. And then the very lavish holiday was not responded to. And that's as far as I can remember. Thank you.
Okay, can we deal with those? Let's deal with the sewage and water problem.
Thank you, Chairperson. Indeed, like I mentioned yesterday, there was a court ruling in terms of general supply of water, especially in Winburg. Like I said, we had been experiencing challenges, which it's really an issue of legacy for many years. And we did not oppose, but we, even previously, it was not sort of a surprise to us, because Human Rights Commission would engage us, and then would also even let complainants have a discussion with us. So in this regard, we said we will oblige by court's decision, which we did, and it was stated clearly what actions we should take, and then in relation to short term and long term. And then we have obliged in relation to that. In our report, we have also covered that. In terms of what we have done, we have also...
Which report?
The report that we submitted to the committee.
Okay. You just reference us to where that part is, but continue.
Okay, thank you, Chairperson. Later I will mention the relevant pages of that report. And then, like I said, there were certain things that needed to be done by the municipality, also by the district was cited, as well as Corktown and DWS. And the HOD of Corktown arranged a meeting where those were discussed in detail, what would be the responsibility of each, that should later even lead to MOU that we have to sign with Val Central. We have since provided that information and willingness to be able to assist in that regard.
And the stolen pumps?
Again, Chair?
The pumps, the water pumps?
In relation to the pumps, in the very same report that I'm making reference to, we are also expressing how we are going to be dealing with that. We have also made a request to sister department, DWS, to be able to assist. This is a project that...
Why do you say we've written in the report what we're going to do, but you're not telling us, and that's what we're asking?
Pardon, I didn't hear that.
You see, you've done a report. the question is, what happened to the pumps? Now you say you have written it in the report, you have said in the report what you're going to do, but you're not telling us. You just tell us what you're going to do with this thing. We'll read what you wrote.
The issue of the pumps between Tennyson and Bromford, it's a long-standing matter. What has been the case there, it's a project that I think many years, when I used to pass around the area, I know that there was work that was being done there, even before being a municipal manager.
You know, there's something I'm trying to get you out of. We said you've got 1 minute to respond. Now, you might have been walking around that area for a long time. You might have read the issue. We just want to know what happened to the pumps and what are you doing about that. That's a very simple, short question. The details can follow.
Okay. Chairperson, those pumps, A, B, C, are the source of a problem in terms of water stability in the area. And it also comes as a surprise that that project it's not more than 5 years that it was there. But when we came to the municipality, we found that there was a service provider that was mainly linked, dealing with issues of maintenance in that. And from time to time, there would be problems with that. Then it went to the level that at some stage during exams, the very same provider switched off and said he was being owed by the municipality. We took the service provider to court so that he must bring the keys and be able to provide water. We won the case. But historically, it also made a link that before we came to the municipality, we know that this municipality used to have problems in terms of paying its employees. They were getting vouchers to go and buy a grocery at the store, and they were not being paid. When we did the analysis, we realized that there were millions that were being paid to this service provider to the extent that workers were not getting paid. And I asked CFO to investigate that because there was pressure from this service provider to say that since CFO arrived, he's no longer getting those amounts, which indeed CFO brought that report. Then we could realize why these workers have not been paid. So that is the source of the problem around those pump A, B, and C. But we have provided and requested to be assisted by DWS in relation to that.
Okay, but just wait a bit. The question here is the pumps were taken away. You have not referred to that. You are saying they were switched on and off. So you are saying they were not taken away.
Because the service provider was having keys with him. At some stage, even when he says he has not been paid, he would take those pumps and say that those pumps are his. He had borrowed the municipality.
Okay, I think let's hold it there. Now, what was the question? Let's just deal with one other question.
Okay.
Mayor, I'm not calling you yet, so cut off your... Let's go back to CFO quickly. Switch off your mic, please. CFO, just take me through quickly now on your side. You are employed on the 1st of... you are employed on the 15th of December 2023. And when were you dismissed? What date? Mafube dismissal.
Chairperson, I think I was dismissed in 2022, February, if I'm not mistaken. Yes.
2022, February.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
after that, where were you between that time and the time you were employed at Macedonian?
I was not working.
You are not working from 2022. You are not working.
Yes.
Okay. This dismissal was a municipal decision that that was taken to terminate you?
Yes, Chairperson, but what happened, even there, the council did not want to take that decision. I think my matter was served before municipal council for 6 times, and then the administrator went to meet with the MEC of Kokta. I think at that time was Ndati Ngamili.
No, that's fine. So you were actually dismissed in
Yes.
February 2022.
Yes,
Then you were not employed after that.
yes,
Then 15 December 2023, you were then employed in Macedonia.
yes.
Okay. Now, from the time you were dismissed, from that time, what happened to your case?
I referred my case to CCMA, Chairperson.
When was this?
I think within that financial period, I think I referred my matter to CCMA. I can't recall. I think 2 weeks after that, I filed the papers.
After what?
After I was dismissed.
So that would be February 2022.
Yes.
And was there any judgment after that?
No, the judgment came after I was employed in Macedonia on the 5th of the 2024. Yes.
What month was it?
Pardon?
What month was this, 2024?
It was issued in February, the 5th of February of 5th of January. Yes.
And what was issued then?
The report from the judgment from the CCMA. Yes.
What was the judgment?
The judgment was found guilty.
So they confirmed the dismissal.
Yes.
Okay. And then was there an appeal?
Yes, I
When-
instructed my lawyers to appeal my case.
And what date was the appeal lodged?
I cannot recall, but I got the papers with me.
Just estimate.
I think it was after 2 months.
So
after,
that would
after 2 months.
that would have been around April.
Yes.
April. So you sent you got a court application.
Yes.
This was in April now. Okay. All right. Honorable Klute, you asked a question. Were all those questions answered?
Yes, Chair, I think you highlighted the timelines which I wanted to know. I've got a few extra questions. Will you allow me to ask them now, or will we deliberate later?
I'm trying to get away from lots of questions now. That's why I'm trying to channel things. So just let me hear the questions.
Okay, it's quite easy. It's 2 questions. I just want to know from the MM, was council ever informed about the judgment or the case against the CFO when he was at Mafube? So was council ever informed about that? And then the speaker also said that council resolved that a meeting would be held with the chief whips and the MEC regarding this matter. Did that meeting ever take place with the whips actually and the MEC, or did you go along and do it yourself? So that's 2 questions I have. Thank you, Chairperson.
Let's just clear the question, MM. Yes, MM.
Thank you very much, Chair. The first question it relates to whether council was aware. As you know that the council had a resolution in terms of who should...
No. We're not going that route.
Okay.
Yes or no?
Yes, council knew about the case because when we interviewed the CFO, he also made the declaration on the application form. So through the panel, then council knew. Thank you, Chair. That's the first one. The second one relates to...
So what did the council know?
The question, Chair, is whether council knew that the CFO had issues with his erstwhile employer. And then my response is yes. That was declared through the panel and on to council, and the matter got debated.
Okay, Klute, are we done?
Chairperson, can I ask the mayor if
Please,
this is
let's just relax, eh? Let me deal with this one. I don't want us to be restless. It's just a routine question. We'll come back to it. Let's finish this. Klute?
No, Chairperson, if it is so, can we just maybe confirm from the mayor whether council was informed about this arbitration with the CFO? Because we hear about the processes that was followed, and yes, was council informed of this?
That's your last question.
That would be my last question. Thank you.
Okay, Mayor?
Thank you, Chair. The council didn't know about the declaration made by the CFO. And even I request the audio after receiving a letter from the MEC, because I said that I'm not sitting in the interview. I requested that each and every proceeding must be recorded. Even in that recording that I can forward it, there's no at stage whereby the CFO did a declaration. And even when the report of the vetting and screening, as the MEC wrote in the letter, it was said that the process of interview took place before the final report of the vetting and screening.
All right, let's close your question. We've dealt with the issue of the pumps. What was the one that was outstanding?
The lavish holiday, Mr. Chair. How does the
whose
cash
holiday?
trap, the question,
Whose holiday?
there was a question that how can a cash-strapped municipality afford a mayor to take her PA and 4 of her officials with her to a fancy lavish holiday in KZN within municipal vehicles and most likely funded by the municipal account?
So the question should be who funded it?
Who funded it?
We mustn't throw the assumption. We must actually ask the question.
Who funded it?
So the question goes to the mayor.
Yes.
Okay. Let's be specific, because we need to be specific on what is it that we know and what we're asking.
Thank you, Chair. I appreciate it.
That's fine. Mayor, the holiday.
Thank you, Chairperson. Chairperson, I must say I saw that on the social media, but however, it was on the 3rd of December, of which everyone who's working got the plans.
We don't go that route.
Okay. No one has funded the lavish trip. It was not funded by the municipality. It was not being used, the resource of the municipality used for that.
You didn't use the municipal funds to take the holiday?
Yes, Chairperson.
You just used the cars?
No, Chairperson.
You didn't use the cars?
No, Chairperson.
All right. Now, you're done with your question. Thank you. Okay, honorable members. Now, we don't do it like that. Honorable Klute.
My apologies.
That was your last question.
I know, but there's one question unanswered.
No, not
Okay,
like
thank
that.
you.
No, not like that. Let's come back this side. Honorable, let's start with Mkaribi.
Okay, Chair, is on a different matter, ne? Can I ask a question?
Anything, I want us to close this discussion.
All right. Leadership of Maceloniana Can you clarify the issue of interdict court order against the Community Trust of Macedonian?
Community?
Trust. Yeah. Macedonian Community Development Agency. There's an interdict against them.
Thank you, Chairperson. I think Mayor made reference yesterday to groupings that would come and disturb or do work stoppages at municipal area. And therefore, even previously before we came, there was that interdict in place. And what has happened recently, that development agency had disrupted the operations of the municipality. Amongst others, we had gone on tender and we called a briefing on PPE. They came to disrupt that. We even called the police, but that could not happen. So, and after that, there were also marches to the building until we decided to do court interdict against those. Yes, indeed, it was also in our favor. I think it happened yesterday or the day before. Thank you, Chair.
Nothing. Sure, I would be honored.